25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Tighten down. There you go. Shoot. Check 26, check 26.
12, fellas, here we go. Black!
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
85 is coming. Watch him.
Hey, alert!
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's checking.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Coleman now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
21. 6.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go.
57's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the
11.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Tackles. 57. Mike, 57. Yo.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Here we go.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
36.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Watch that.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd down. It's Ingram. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And an alley to run. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I know he ain't.
Hey, Charlie.
36. Mike, 36.
11.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
11.
cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Here we go.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, high 7.
Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go. Check your hot read.
21. Stay hot.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 11, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
One, Omaha.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo being chased out left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Here we go. 11. Come get some. Come on. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ingram. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 38, Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again this time, and now it's blocked. And the Niners have it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 20. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
Two. Bravo.
Garoppolo on first down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out. Slam.
21. Here we go. Set hunt.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
11.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 20. 21.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Let's get it. Hey, wahoo.
57. Mike, 57. Focus, defense, focus.
Check.
Alert 3.
65. Hey, alert.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
13.
There's a part of that. Mike's 57.
5.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
1, Omaha.
Check 24. 36.
6.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He finds Coleman. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wait. Go ahead.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11.
57 to Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Yeah.
57.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. 21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
11.
57. Mike 57.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the run.
65.
Mike 57.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
It's Coleman here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's crashed.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Jackson to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He finds Roberts, complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.